Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to demonstrate simulation results for VANET which I use in my project. The VANET is also called IEEE 802.11p standard. For simulation, firstly I installed VMware Workstation or VirtualBox into my Windows 7 operating system. Then I installed Ubuntu desktop version into VirtualBox, and afterward I installed Sumo, Vanish and OmniNet++. And the installation guide of these three programs can be found into my project report in appendix. So I assume that you already installed VMware, Ubuntu into VMware, and you already have running OmniNet software. So here's my Ubuntu desktop version that I already installed into my VMware, and here's OmniNet that we are going to use for simulation for VANET. So in OmniNet, for any program you need at least two files, net and ini. These two files are compulsory, and without this file you can't run any program. Okay, so any source. So in if you look after my OmniNet ini file, I modify this file to get my desirable output. Here is the file description. So for a simulation, I put 100 seconds time, the ring that is called cycles. Then afterward, if you go with the here, you can see that I use the header length is 256 bit, and the send beacon back or true send data true beacon interval is 1 second, and beacon priority is third, and the data priority is second. Then is data length of beacon is 3 bits, and the data length is 5 bits. And in this scenario, I am going to use the 5 nodes, or you can say 5 hosts. So here's a description of that nodes. There you go. Host 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, 5. Start from 0. And you can change that value here. Later I will show you the simulation of 10 hosts. Let's start with that 5 hosts. So in this, even we can change the mobility C. Currently I'm using 11 Mbps, which is we convert into kilometer per hour, so it's around 39 kilometer per hour, and that is the update interval of mobility to the access point is 0.5 seconds. So we can change that later on also. So for a simulation, you just need to go here, run the simulation program. It will take some time, just 1 or 2 minutes, not more than that. So you can, yeah, here you go. Yeah, so here's my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 nodes. So there's a 2 or 3 option to run the simulation, either in a normal mode run, either in a fast. So if I go with the run, so you can see the messages flow from node 4 to node to broadcast to all, and then it's moving to the other node. And on the down you can see that there is a beacon sent by the beacon, and the time for that one, and the length of that data is 39 bytes, sorry. So that is third node is sending the data to other threads. So if you go with the fast mode, so you can easily just go straight forward to that fast. So you can see that mobility, they are moving into that playground area, or either you can set that road length of road or something. So they are moving, the data is going on here down. So there is a like source and destination, the host 4 sending data to host 2 data, or is a beacon. So you can check the name here. So here's the ID number that is specified for the Mac system. We don't know. So that is the length of that data or a beacon. So that time, how much is taking a time to sending the data. So once, just wait for 1 minute to finish the simulation. Okay, it's going on, going on. So as you know that I already mentioned the here is 100 second, so I can change to a 60 second or whatever I want, as long as want. So it's still, so we need to wait for 100 seconds. Just stop the data. So just, yeah, it's done. Okay. So now conclude your simulation. Sorry, we already did that, so that's fine. We don't need to do that. So now close that part. Once your simulation done, so you can see the data into result folder. It's automatically created here. That is journal. So double click on that file. Yeah, yeah. So here you can change the filters, so whatever you want to see, journal, and here you can sort select all. So here you can see that. So if you want to see that is any data is sent it by unicast or broadcast, so let's go with like unicast, received by 1 to 1. Just it's 1 to 1. Just double click on that. So it's generating, yeah. So there is no data is sending by 1 to 1. So let's go to the other values. So here if you check that how much is the busy time for every, so just busy time, then double click, so you can see that the host 0, which we can 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. So we can use that data for a future use. Just close, you can choose the other filters, like you can see that the broadcast or something, there are too many filters, so you can total loss of packets, just click on that, so you can see the total loss of packets. Just close this one. Okay, okay, so now let me show you first the nodes or a host with the 10. So we change the value here 5 to 10. 10, leave this part, leave this part, leave this part, leave. So that is our simulation parameters, specific parameters for our result. So like here you can change the values. So like last time we used 5 bits, so now we are going to 8 bit, let's suppose, and here we are going to 5 bits. So even we can change the priority if you want. So even we can add one more filter. So here, like if you want to add one more filter, star, control and space, choose which filter you want, press, then Apple, yeah, control space. So control space. So here you can select the any whatever you want. So let's go with that max off bit. Just press. So what it does, so you can check that. That is the maximum delay of a message set down to the wide synchronized channel access. Just give the value. If you are not sure about is it second bits or something, you can see the crosshair. So just click on there. So it will give you a tips or a hints. So just is coming up. Yeah, here you go. So if I cannot convert unit known to the S means is seconds, so you just need to press S. Yeah. So as I already mentioned, there we are going to simulation of 10 nodes, so but we are here is a 5, so we need to create 5 more. Just copy this one, paste here. So you need to change the name of host. Is 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9, 9. Okay. So you can even change the position of, just give random number if you are not sure. Just give any value. Just put it, because you can see there our is maximum is 800 by 800. Sorry, it's yeah, it's here. So you can give any value within that. That doesn't matter. Uh, 60, 5, 40, 80. Oh, sorry, it's maximum value. It's not gonna do. Oh, yeah. Just Control S. Now that is the old one. Just leave this one. So now run the simulation again. Run as simulation. It will take time. Yeah, here we go. So you can see that diagram. So it's, here's the diagram. You can see. Maybe I can go with more. No, no, no. Okay, let's start. Let's start with the normal one. So you can see the flow of message, how it's working. Oh, I should reduce the size. Here you. So it's working. Actually, has we already mentioned 5 circles, so it will take one circle, then it generate the data, then another circle, then it generate the data. So let's go with the fast one. Otherwise, it will take a long time. Just stop and go with the fast. Yeah, here you go. So even you can change. They are just moving there with us that speed. Even we can change the speed. It's up to us. Yeah. Just wait for 100 minutes. It's the same data, but now we have more nodes, like it's 4 to 5, and even we change the value. So last time maybe you remember that we have a 36 bytes and now it's a 39 bytes. So you can see here the data is going on, quite large data. Just press stop, conclude that. Yes, yes. Okay, so now close this one. Now go to the result. It will come. It doesn't come yet. It's here. It's come. So just double click on that. Here you can change the filter. Modular. If you want to see the whole graph, just choose on. Doesn't choose any more filter. Just double click on that, so you can see the whole data. So even you can check their busy time. That all things you can check here. Otherwise you can go with individual one. Just check here. So in this one, let's go with mm, just check the you remember that we add the max of fit. So maybe we have one more filter. Total time sent packets. Just check with sent packets, then double click on that. So now you can see that we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So that is the variable from sent. If you want to go to individual, just close this one, check here, go there, 78. So it's a packet, so it's a 78 individual, so it's 86. Yes, that's fine. Okay, so close. So even you can save that data if you want, just uh, like this one. You want to save the data, double click and export to SCVC. Just save where you want to on desktop. Create a folder. Test. Okay. Let's check. Test. It's creating, yeah. Yeah. There you go. We need to change the background because we are not able to readable, but we need to change that background. I will check later. So that's all. So you can change the variables whatever you want. Just change your variable here, and either you can change the interval speeds and whatever. That's all for this one. And I will share the coding of these files into my report also, and the step-by-step guide how to create that scenario. Okay, thank you.